Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the press conference for the highly anticipated upcoming event, Legend the Concert Killa Day. We are truly honored to have esteemed media representatives, our distinguished guests present, as well as everyone who is streaming on the live stream from all corners of Legend the Concert Killa Day, the second edition, is set to be a monumental, high-energy extravaganza. We convey at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium this Tuesday, August 6th, to showcase a remarkable lineup of talented soca and dancehall legend. Accompanied by 3 live bands, the epicenter of this high-powered event is an icon, a global trailblazer, the extraordinary Mr. Killa Hollis Map. Legend the Concert Killa Day 2024 has been meticulously curated to showcase the very best of Grenada's music with the perfect blend of heart-pumping soca rhythm and the infectious, authentic, and pulsating jab-jab beats, paying homage to the rich heritage and the vibrant spirit of the Grenadian culture. To power the music, and the power of the music unites us all. It transcends boundaries, language, and culture. It will be a celebration of soca, who we are as Grenadian, where we will be able to come together to showcase and enjoy the talents that Grenada has to offer. Throughout the night, you would witness the electrifying performances by an exceptional lineup of soca and dancehall legend. These artists have poured their hearts and souls into their craft, creating music that captivates audience here, which is home, and also worldwide. On that legendary night, August 6th at the National Stadium, there would come before you, ready to ignite the stage and bring forth unpropelled energy. At this point in time, I would like to invite Ms. Brenda Batiste, who would be able to do the introduction for Hollis Map Legend Killa Day.
Good morning, everyone, wherever you are. And with that intro from Shanika, I'm sure you're getting excited. And if you haven't done so already, you're getting your tickets for Legends Killa Day, the second edition. It is going to be crazy. Good crazy? Yes, and electrifying. Mr. Killa Hollis, I really love his name. And we always have this fight about why he didn't just go to the world as Hollis. But God knows. Today, here we are, August 1st. It is the 186th commemoration of our emancipation. And it is so critical that on a day like today, we reflect and become aware that we stand on so many shoulders and what folks went through for us to be here today and to celebrate our music, to celebrate our being, to just be. That's it, be, to just be. On a day like today, it's just rather, gratifying and just feels so fulfilling and to celebrate someone like Hollis Map. I first saw Hollis Map as a young schoolboy at the Grenada Arts Festivals at Marishaw House. And I didn't know who he was, but I never forgot him. Mr. Killa's musical journey, most of you may know or may not know, began with dancehall. Yes, it did. And he made his mark on the Grenadian music scene by winning Talent Search, that real riveting competition. I wish we can revive things like that at the tender age of 15. His eyes wasn't open like now. He was only 15, young and innocent, fresh from Constant Springs, Golf. He then became a very prominent figure in soca music, revolutionizing how artists performed at our Soca Monarch. And because of Mr. Killa's inclusion, I believe that our Soca Monarch has never been the same. He made history in 2019 by winning the International Soca Monarch in Trinidad and Tobago, a feat no other West Indian outside of himself is yet to establish. Well, I don't know if it would happen, so that would be probably historic. Who knows? One of the things that I think, really needs to be highlighted about this man is not just his musical exploits and what he does on stage, but it's his philanthropic work through his HMA Foundation. He invests time, resources, a lot of his money in collaborating and giving back to communities, and special collaborations with young people to keep them employed, motivated, and inspired. He did great work to feed communities during COVID, and more recently went to carriacou to ensure that folks there were taken care of after burial. This is something that I believe is not under the radar. I don't know if he wants it to be quiet, but it is really part of his humanitarian efforts and highly philanthropic as he gives back from what he gains through his performances. I won't classify Hollis, Mr. Killa, as an entertainer. I think to do that, to be like confining him in a specific box, in a specific space. Yes, he is small in stature, but he is huge, massive, gigantuous in energy. He is a force of nature. Just sitting here next to him, I can feel his energy, and he's doing nothing. He's quiet, doing not a thing. And this man has worked hard and consistent to become the global brand he is now. And it was not without pain, it was not without sacrifice, and tried many different things. But here he is today, celebrated. I mean, you turn on the TV and you see his work in movies, The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and you're just like, ah. And then when you hear artists interviewed, they refer to Mr. Killa, and that is a big deal, a big, big deal. This gentleman here, his electrifying stage presence defies explanation. You have to be in it to understand it. Literally immerse yourself in it. Whatever magnetic rays comes out of his body to touch yours and feel and be lifted by the energy. He is truly a special human being, a special man, and a gift to the world and the stages that he traverses. And on this Tuesday, you must come down to the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Hey, two guys, same village, same place, same spot. Like they're creating magnets there, right? So come on down and just get caught up in the magic of Legends, the concert, Killa Day. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the man himself, the global brand, the Grenadian cultural ambassador, the young, dynamic man from Constant Spring, Gun Battle, Grove, St. John, Grenada, Hollis Map, Mr. Killa.
It's an extreme pleasure to be introduced by Miss Brenda Baptiste. Yeah, I don't think, every time she does that, she tries to make me cry. I swear to God. I swear to God. Because sometimes, you know, as I say, they put these flowers in front of me and they said to me, take your flowers while you're alive. You know, and a lot of the times you work hard and you don't get that love, that explanation to sit and to listen to your introduction this morning. Gave me a whole history of, memories and feelings from a kid working extremely hard and having big dreams in this little island, Grenada, you know, and having big dreams in this little body. And traveling through so many, I call it portals, so many worlds, you know, to get where I'm at today. It's an extreme pleasure to sit down and to listen to your introduction this morning. Thank you so very much. Thank you guys so very much. It has definitely been a journey. Born and bred in Guave. As a little boy, I first saw Michael Jackson at the age of 7, going on 8. And, well, the first thing I saw was Superman, but I quickly realized, as I say all the time, that I couldn't fly after I jump up the house with the umbrella at the back step. That wasn't working. But I saw Michael Jackson, and I couldn't stop dreaming. So I would get licks in school, then I would get licks home. And then people will tell me, stop breaking up yourself so and stop making all that noise. But I continued. And this is to show that every little boy out there, no matter where you come from, it is possible for you to become your own Superman. It is possible for you to become your champion. Born and bred in Guave Town, but I have touched hearts and minds worldwide. From China to London to France to Spain to, just all over the world. And I am from Stonehill, Constant Spring, Gun Battle, Guave Town. So, Grenada, it is a pleasure to be here this morning and to have this conversation with you. Now, Killa Day has been a dream for a long time. Last year, together with my team, we worked extremely hard to make this possible. And I just want to say thanks to all the fans, the sponsors, my team, the supporters, the people who came out and to actually make the first Killa Day a reality. That meant every single thing to me. For years, after, I would say dominating Soca Monarch, taking Soca Monarch into that space that it is, taking it from just singing a song and making it that battleground, that place that you would remember, to shaking the stadium, have it vibrating, creating earthquakes, with our soca vibration. Grenada, I know definitely that you miss those times. So I created Killa Day to give you back those times tenfold. So on the night of Killa Day, you witness not just one Soca Monarch, but many Soca Monarch performances in the pocket. And I want to say this. When I promote Killa Day, I want to make sure that Grenada wake up and recognize that Killa Day is not just about 20 foreign artists. Now, I have artist friends from around the world. And every year in Killa Day, I'm going to invite a couple of my friends. But Killa Day is not based. I don't have an headliner in Killa Day that is outside, that is foreign. I, Hollis Map, headlines Killa Day. Killa Day belongs to Grenada. Killa Day belongs to us. Killa Day is for those who believe in us. So when you come to Killa Day, my dream of Killa Day in the near future is that each and every artist, Grenadian artist, the Loverman, the Terror, the Dash, each and every one of them, the Muddy, all the names I cannot call, but those artists have an opportunity to also perform with the theatrics, with the energy, with the vibe, with an expression that is different from every other show. Really and truly, that is my dream for Killa Day. So when you come to Killa Day, it will be an experience like no other. It doesn't matter where you travel, it doesn't matter where you go. It will be an experience to remember. Now this year, for Killa Day, I know that the season got a little wet, by the hurricane. I definitely took some time and went to Carriacou, and put my hands on the ground. Me and the whole team, got into that mood because, it's our people first. And I took my, I took my time after that to make sure also that Killa Day was treated right. And making that statement, I know some people wonder what I mean. That Killa Day is treated right, and I also, as a cultural ambassador, is treated right. Now, that is not a full conversation I want to have today, but I would ask the people in authority, the people who is in charge of from stadium to culture to SMC and all of those organizations to take the time out and to look closely, a little closer and in depth to what they have as ambassadors, what they have as a culture, what they have, the power that they have here that we are not functioning on, the things that they can actually help grow to promote this country, carnival, to promote our festival, to promote our artists, to promote our culture, to promote our talent. Because I still think that there is a big piece missing from that puzzle. What we have is not yet, it's not yet shown to the world, whether it's in marketing, whether it's support on the ground. So I ask from government to stakeholders, to all the people who has that power, has that position, to please, how longer would we take to recognize that Grenada Carnival is a unique carnival, a unique type of expression. It is one of the best carnivals in the world. That means Grenada Carnival is one of the best carnival on the entire planet. And it is said not just by me, but by artists, by people who visited, by people who actually travel here from other countries who also have carnival and would say, Killa, your carnival is the best thing I have ever experienced. So I hope that together, that next year, I wouldn't have to fight. I wouldn't have to struggle. I wouldn't have to ask over and over. I wouldn't have to, wonder if this is home when I am creating an event like Killa Day, where people are changing their tickets. People are, it's crazy. The vibe, the energy is crazy. To come to Grenada, to recognize, to witness, to be a part of our culture and our expression, our carnival. I just want to say this. I know sometimes, my manager will call me and tell me, behave yourself. But this is not giving trouble. This is just the simple truth. Yesterday, I traveled back home from Miami. On that flight, I was sitting next to a young lady. So we got into conversation and I asked, how long have you been coming to Grenada? And she said, since 2017. So I said, that's nice. She said, 50 of us is traveling to Grenada today. I said, wow, a group of 50 people traveling to Grenada today. I said, so you there for the carnival? And she said, what? I said, you there for the you come for the carnival? She said, no, we're leaving on Sunday. And I felt sad about that. And she said to me, but if I knew it was carnival, we would have come for carnival. Is it really actually like in 2 weeks? So that means we have work to do. And our focus need to actually shift, from marketing just here on the ground, but internationally. And this is why I also created this show, so I can make sure that I also give to my carnival, give to my country, and help market how I can market as I invite friends and as I showcase our talent in a different way. So I want to introduce to you the second Killa Day, August 6th. I hope that we all could share this experience together once again. Legend, the concert, is a different type of concert. And I just want to say thank you, Grenada. You made me who I am. This little boy is not going to stop. After the carnival, we have some major things that we're going to get into, and I'm going to keep driving until the wheels fall off. Representing Grenada, flying the flag 473 to the world and back. Even the aliens going to find out about me, I swear to God. So I give thanks to every person who has already bought their ticket and everybody else who has not bought the ticket as yet. I want you to go out there, get your tickets, right, and get ready for a wonderful night. In Kirani James, imagine that. A little boy that I watched grow up, I think a holy hand go to school, Kirani James, out of gun battle, where, you know, they say nothing good can come from, has proved them wrong. Our champion. Imagine a younger brother. To me, I am going to perform in a stadium named after him. How great is that? How amazing is that? And I hope that every young person out there could really pay attention to this achievement from not just Kirani James, but from all our champions, and recognize that nobody cannot stop you. It's you to stop yourself. You just have to stay away from drugs, stay away from crime. Listen to the mother and the father. Have honor unto them. Remember that God is the boss, and no man creates your destiny. You are the controller of your steps. God guides you. So stick with him for the guidance, and you continue making that step. Keep going. Don't stop. What they say? If you can run, walk. If you can walk, crip. If you can crip, drag. It doesn't matter how, you have to keep going. Just keep going. Grenada, you are the best. You are number one. And I love you. Yours truly, Hollis Map, a.k.a. Mr. Killa. And I will see you on August 6th at at Kirani James National Stadium. See you there. Killa Day is on.
At this point in time, we're going to open up for questions from the media. So if you have any questions, feel free.
Good morning, Nisha Peters here. Congratulations, Killa, on a second year of Killa Day. We've seen on the ground there are two Atlanta housewives celebrities in Grenada. Are they part of your cast as well for Killa Day, or are they here because of you, knowing the connection you have?
I think it's not just, no, it's not just because of me they're here. There are also other Grenadians who has, and I want to give them a round of applause. Ms. Glenda Cox also is Grenadian, one of the producers of Housewives of Atlanta. And that is why I'm saying we have so much champions out there. Most definitely on the ground, I am helping organize, like later on today, there is an event on the carriacou where they will come out and actually play jab, because Housewives of Atlanta cannot come to Grenada and do not experience, you know what I mean, jab and our culture and stuff like that. To my show, there is so much people that is going to be there. And you see, I didn't speak about exactly who is coming, you know what I mean, to Killa Day. But I just want you to know that when you come to Killa Day, anything is possible. Anybody can be there. You know what I mean? Anybody could be there. So, but they are here. They are shooting. They are not just here hanging out. You know what I mean? So Grenada is definitely going to be a part of the series that is coming, right? And that's amazing. I give them a round of applause for that. Not just that, for choosing Grenada also, you know? So most definitely, well, if you pay attention to my social media, you're going to see a set of people saying, hey, Killa Day, I'm here. So just pay attention to my Instagram, the Killa Day profiles also, and you will get all the information who is there. I think there is even bigger people coming.
Last year was a showstopper. This year, what can we expect coming from the man himself?
Well, a bigger showstopper. Bigger, if the stop sign was that size last year, it's this size this year. As I say, this year, Killer Day is really, I want the greatest expression of our Grenadian power, that we have. A chance for me again to express my creativity, that I miss so much in Soca Monarch and stuff like that over the years. But I cannot definitely explain everything to you about Killer Day, because on that night, even myself, I just surprised me, So last year, Killer Day, I had the press conference and I was saying, yeah, people come out, come out and experience a good vibe. But even after today, I still will be creating. Even after today, I still will be adding. On the day of Killer Day, I still will be creating, So I don't ever stop until the show comes. So you can expect a great show. You could definitely expect an experience. And I say this show is Grenadian power, because it's time for us to have a show that can really express what we are made of as Grenadian artists. Killer Day is not just about Killer though. Killer Day is about Grenadian power. So my artist brothers, my artist friends, they're also going to be there expressing in a different way.
Akisha Felix, Pineapple Marketing. For the people on the live, please follow, share, like, subscribe where you have to. But something you said that stood out to me, you mentioned the relevant authorities in terms of support and pushing our ambassadors out there, and not just the Spice Mass, and that's that. So I had, in recent times, dialogue with other artists who share the same sentiments. So sitting in the position that you're in, what are some of the suggestions that you think the relevant authorities need to hear?
Well, you just asked me that question. I have on jacket, so you can see how my skin raised, because I'm so passionate about that. I was hoping that I don't have to swing this press conference into that direction. But there is so much suggestions. There is so much things that we can do. When you think about culture, culture in itself needs a host. We are the host of culture. The culture men and women. You see? From the masqueraders to the DJ to the artists. Now let's speak about the artists. You have Grenadian artists who have been doing extremely well in the genre of soca music. Not just in Grenada, but worldwide. Now, if you look at Jamaica, Jamaica still strives on Bob Marley power. Tourism in Jamaica today is what it is simply because of reggae music, Bob Marley. Now, when you look at the major companies out there worldwide, what do they use to actually market their products? Most of the times it's either athletes or entertainers, music. There is one market in the midst of all pandemic and everything that does not go under the table, which is entertainment. We look at Afrobeats during the pandemic, shoot like rocket, and is controlling the airwaves up to now because of the time and the effort that they have pushed. Once they realized that the music was going, that was it. They was pushing like handcarts behind it. We had the opportunity inside of many carnivals around the world to actually stamp our jab energy, our jab print, until other islands, other people start doing their own jab thing. You see? We are poor in marketing. I travel around the world and I asked them one time, if I going to China or going to Spain or whatever it is, I think culture here could send maybe 2 other artists with me. You see? And I will give them my stage. I am willing to share that stage. I am willing to help market however I can. But I go to all this festival and I see the other islands marketing their carnival. I travel on planes internationally and I'm seeing other islands marketing their carnival, and their carnival do not have the same energy like this carnival. So I don't know what we are missing, and I think that the people that knows how to do it a lot of the times is pushed out or stayed away from. And I want to say this, let me go into it because I'm talking, but I'm still kind of going around the bush. Let me say this. So I realize that sometimes I am not engaged in certain conversation and in certain rooms because I realize here in Grenada, and we need to stop that. People are in position that does not understand the sector. You see? And those people don't like to engage with people who understand, because now they think that the person that they are going to engage with that understand now will understand that they don't understand. And we have a culture here that if I have an idea and the idea seems to be better than yours, and this idea may work, but they will not get credit for the idea because now the idea is somebody else's own that is working. They refuse to take it. And they refuse to use it. You see? So sometimes I really do realize that there are some selfish people and not qualified to be in the position that they are. And it's time for us to call them out on that. What are you doing? Now, I don't want to, as I say, turn this, but I have to speak. If I ask this question right now, then every person that is looking at this will sit down and say, And then you will have some people jump into, but we just do this and we just do that. What does the committees that is in place who is controlling Carnival, let me ask you this, what do they do for us? Can anybody answer that question? That's a simple question. What do they do for us? I feel that there is a system in place that eats their own hands. Carnival come, we have a whole year to market Carnival. We have a whole year to design and to develop strategies of applications that can make this better. Not just that, to make every stakeholder of Carnival, the festival, the arts, and our Carnival inclusive of that plan. How come I have never been invited to a meeting to strategize? How come as a cultural ambassador, not just that, one of the only artists who actually I own my own distribution and publishing company in the United States of America, been placing music, Grenadian music in television shows and beyond. You see? Now, do the people that is in the position, do they understand publishing, distribution, monetization, and all of those things? Where is the structure, the strategy for the artists, for the music? Now, if I go to Trinidad for a carnival season, in that carnival season, I remember roly-poly, I collected $80-something thousand just on play. That's publishing. You see? Now, Grenadian artists does be played 24/7 during Carnival, but gets nothing for it. So in any music industry, one of the main standing pillars is our copyright industry. Inside of the industry of music, the copyright system is one of our main standing pillars. I don't know if there is workshops. I don't think I've ever been invited to one. You see? Sorry?
You don't have to become the organizer.
I would definitely like to put a team together because, as I say, I can't do it alone, But I definitely working on something called the Killa School of Performance, and not just performance on stage, but also performance of the mind, understanding the business of music. And imagine that I am still learning. I just recently finished some months ago, finished a course in international relations and stuff like that, just so I can actually understand the language of communication between different markets, the businesses, and so on. Now, we have, as I say, a product. When you have a product, what is the next step? Having a product. After you have a product, you have to understand the value, the worth of your product, you package your product, and then you market your product to the world. this is not even packaged properly. You see? So there is a lot of work to be done. And a matter of fact, there is a lot of work to be done on our country on a whole. As we speak about this now, I want to say that the youths that we have now needs guidance, and there is a lot of talented youths among us that needs the same type of workshop, the same type of guidance, because we are losing them quickly. You know, there was a youth man in Go of Soca, E.T., have one of the biggest tune right now. He spends so much time on the block, you know, fighting, and he always have the talent. And luckily, he was determined enough to really truly go to the studio. Nobody would have known that he has that talent. Nobody wouldn't imagine that he has that talent. But look, just through that little persistence that he has, but not each and every one of them will have that type of persistence, that type of push, that type of determination. You see? And look, today he have one of the biggest songs in the carnival. So we have a lot of work to do. And I don't want to start calling names, but in next press conference I will call name. Yeah, why not? Okay. No, on a serious note, because I think it's time. I will contribute my whole career just to help build this if I need to. And I believe that, you know. Something that I forget though while we're speaking about that, I will come back to mention a little bit later. So I'll let the questions continue first, but I definitely, Killa Day, we want to do something special for carriacou. We also having conversation with Osprey and stuff like that to work out the best way that we can get carriacou people down. And we're going to have an extremely special ticket on one of those days just for people from carriacou. You have to be from carriacou. And people have the opportunity to actually purchase the ticket and leave it there, and we will then distribute, because we would know who is from carriacou and who is not from carriacou. So you could actually buy a ticket for somebody from carriacou also at a very, very cheap price. I think it's going to be like $25 or something like that to come to Killa Day for all the people from carriacou. Because this is how we function, this is how we rock, and this team, you know what I mean, is about us, not just me, it's about us. Yeah, any more questions?
Much great minds think alike, because I was going to ask if you're going to do anything for the residents in Carriacou and Petite Martinique, a part of the show. But I do need to say congratulations. Last year I wasn't in the country, I'm here this year, so I do want to experience it. I have not heard a bad review, and kudos to you and the entire team. Now, I'm a sucker for charity, so of course I have to ask. So, based on the following via social media, I have basically donors in the diaspora, so probably you can just give out some information as to how they can get to you in terms of your foundation, in terms of giving, so to come to you directly.
Okay, no problem. And the thing is, people who wants to donate and stuff like that, once you contact the HMF Foundation, Shanika going to give you some information on the HMF Foundation, the numbers and stuff like that. You can actually reach us at the email and things like that. But if you contact the HMF Foundation and you need to speak to me directly, I'm willing to even have that conversation personally. That's how far I go. I don't hide in the back. You know what I mean? You know, I out there. Carriacou the other day, we actually went on the ground and his chainsaw and work until I started to feel sick. I had to come home. And I just want to say that please don't let up. Don't let us forget the people, Carriacou and Petite Martinique, and the people who got damage in the hurricane. Because, you know, yes, it's carnival season, but I don't want us to forget that. And I am asking, why wasn't there an application where people traveling in could actually, from on the airport, make a donate to, you know what I mean, the destruction that we had, to the rebuilding of Carriacou and Petite Martinique and people who got damaged. I think, you know, we still have the time. with all the planes coming in and stuff like that, we could ask. I haven't seen any application like that, but we're supposed to use this festive season to also help rebuild. And I said that like weeks ago, how we can use this season to also help, bring that awareness. Don't let up. It's like you can't forget carriacou and Peter Martinic because it's carnival. You're supposed to make them inclusive of the carnival and help, you understand, raise as much funds as we can during the carnival to also help rebuild. Remember, Grenada, Carriacou, and Peter Martinic. 3, island. 1, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, boy. God bless us with this tri-island state. So we have to remember this is about us, as I say. Yeah.
For someone, actually. Right, so I just wanted to know about the start time for the show, and they noticed that they have a lot of they wanted to congratulate you for the amount of our soca champions, if you will, that are on the cast, and with just as much as a wide catalog like you. So they want to know the start time for the show, and whether we spending all night in the stadium, not. So just walk us through that.
Well, I think it's going to be almost same thing like last year. I think we started at 9 last year, and we
gates
ended
open at 8, 9 o'clock
right,
start.
8
Yeah.
start 9 o'clock. The gates open at 8. So come out and have a drink and lime. Meet some people. You gonna be a lot of foreigners there. You could even network, talk about carriacou and stuff. And we start the show at 9, and we end at 4 o'clock. Maybe this year you might get a little thing more. We don't know, but we want to give you a packed show. As I say, Killa Day is a concert, So it would be same time as last year, right? Because we also consider the other show the next day, so we'd have time to clean the stadium, and it's about us, it's about us. So I want you to come out and enjoy the days, and I think people in Grenada Carnival supposed to understand that Carnival is a time where people come out to have fun. It's a festive season, so people supposed to start party from the Killa Day, the Wednesday, the Thursday. Find everything that you can go to, and you have to attend and be a part of Grenada Carnival. That is what it is about. When you travel to places like Trinidad, there is 20-something events on the same day, and each and every one of them are packed. I know that our population is lower, but not around carnival time. Not carnival time. Carnival, each and every plane that's coming loaded, and people want places to go. So let's do what we have to do, and trust me, it's going to be good. After getting wet, because the hurricane wet this season, right now, we started dry. We're drying up. So we're gonna fly like we never fly before. We're gonna do it. Love, light, and blessings.
I'm also getting a question about who are you using for your the amenities, that stage light, sound, etc.
Oh, that will be Judah sound system.
The best.
The Judah sound system, that would definitely be Sunshine, Judah sound system, most definitely. Stung, stage, lighting, pyrotechnics, and beyond, right? So I want to definitely big up Judah. And this is not just about family thing here. Judah has contributed to Killa Day like a family would. Like your best friend would. Somebody who cared. Even when we had problems with the stadium last year, just to lock down the stadium because they haven't done anything, they haven't put anything in place for the ambassadors doing a show. Whether it's my show, whether it's pre-day, or whatever it is, there's something supposed to get done by authority for us as ambassadors. And even in the time when I said, I feel like I have to fight too much to do this. I sing the song Never Give Up. But at one time I feel like, why am I fighting so much? And Judah came and Judah said, Killa, let me tell you something. It doesn't matter what you're thinking. You ain't canceling this show. You know what I mean? And I want to give some history. The government left me stranded in Trinidad one time. I think it was 2004. Pineapple laughing. I think it was 2004, right? 2005, right? Because I went in 2004, and then I got down for Carnival early 2005. Yes. They left me stranded. They said they will meet me there as the Soca Mona King, blah, 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 whatever it is. Da, da, da. I call. The person who was supposed to meet me there stop answer after a while. I stranded. So I come up to Grenada. Mommy asks me, everything okay? I say, yeah. That is lying, eh? She watched me. She say, you sure everything okay? I say, yeah, man, everything good. I run down in the bank and go over. I could never forget that and take out all the money that I had. But them time, you know, it's no money. And I ain't get paid for Soca Monarch yet. Listen. And I go back down to Trinidad on my own. I was staying in a hotel called, it's La Calypso, Abercrombie Inn on Abercrombie Street. And I go back down with the intention, I had a booking for a show, and I go back down with the intention to actually try to find the promoters on my own. As a kid, I don't care. I'm gonna go. And when I got there, there was nobody I could have got in contact with, and the people here was not answering their phones anymore. So I used to walk and go out on the drag mall. I met a elder there that has a store. I could never forget him. So much love to him. Named Killa. Anybody on the drag mall, you might know Killa. I met Killa, and I used to go sit down there and lime. I will drink an apple J when the day come, because sometimes I don't even have money to buy food, because I've been saving up my money in case. After a week passed, I found no links, because I can't go to Trinidad and just tell somebody, oh, I am here, who is this, da 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 da. I wasn't sure how to communicate that. And on the last day when I'm about to give up, I used to go down in the hotel lobby because there was free crackers and orange juice in the morning. Yeah? And one morning I wake up and I realize, boy, I have to go back home. And as I speak and I get this feeling and tears start to run from my eye, and I sit down and I shake my head. And I say, what king you is, boy? You just win Soca Monarch, that is how them treating you. And the tears start to bathe me. And my mind tell me, here what happened? You got to go back home. Because that's the only money I have remaining now to get my ticket to go back home. And my mind telling me, go and get some orange juice. I say, I'm tired with the orange juice. I can't drink orange juice again today. So my mind telling me, go on, man, go on get the orange juice. So I wipe my face quick. I say, let me just stay hungry. I go downstairs for the orange juice. As I hit the step, Judah was walking up the step. I think Judah went down there to buy some more stuff for the sound system and things like that. And he said, hey, what going, Killa? You good? You know, he does talk already. I say, yeah, man, all right. Judah watch me. I guess as much he maybe see the salt line. You know, tears. He maybe see the salt. And he say, you okay? I say, yeah, man. He say, Killa, you sure? And then I say, my spirit say, you know what? Explain, tell him. And I explained to Father Judah what happening. And he say, really? You know him already? He say, oh, they could do you that? You know him already, you know? And Judah ended up paying for a couple more days, and I think give me the number to the promoters and stuff like that. Listen, you see the first show, them time I just come back from, when Trinidad is from London, I came. Because them time there, the wood can done big in London. The first show is when I wear I had a Japanese suit that I buy with a Japanese hat, and I put a piece of string in it, and it looking like the hat flying. You see, when I done that show, I started to change my voice and I answer my phone and listen, I is the manager in Trinidad. I is my manager, I is the artist. But my manager could never reach in the show. Eh? And then I sit down on the drag mall and then I tell Kida one day who I am. Kida say, hey, you the youth with it, whine, hey girl, and started to sing the song and stuff like that, and he was excited. And then he linked me with his virgin called Pilot. And Pilot is who start taking me to some of my shows and stuff like that. And I started to do shows until I rent my own apartment in Trinidad. Yeah? And then I met a Grenadian called Siggy, short man Siggy. in Trinidad. And Siggy became that person that know everywhere. You know what I mean? And then I met those guys from Laventille, some friends from Laventille, and then I started to go Laventille, Lime, Canada, Lime with those guys and all them kind of thing. End up in the ghetto from the Beatum to wherever it is, and they show me so much love. And I rented an apartment in St. James, and I did shows upon shows, me speaking as my own manager at the time. You hear? And I made it to Soca Monarch in Trinidad. Now, Dr. Friday, deceased, is one of the only person who actually bought, I think it's 2 or 3 tickets for the dancers, because I in Trinidad, you know, I could get dancers, but I was so determined that the Grenadian dancers go be better. It's when I bring those youths from Springswood Beast and all of them to Trinidad. The night at Trinidad, I have no team to really help me in Soca Monarch like that. So the dancers, the female dancers, get blocked by the gate while I'm on stage. If you look at the performance, I'm singing "Girl Wine If You're Whining," but only them fellas were there on stage. Because and my heart hurting me, but nobody knows that I continue performing like nothing happened. And if you look at the performance, the girls end up reaching on stage late. But I made it through, and I made a mark, and I continued that journey. I never stopped. People don't know I slept on floor. I slept on couch. You understand? I stayed hungry days after days, nights after nights, being unsure where and how this is going to get done. But here I am today, and I give the Father thanks that the experience that he has given to me, that I have never gave up. Because when I asked him for strength, he gave me difficult situations. And when I asked him for wisdom, he gave me confusing situations. You see me? So I am here today, and I just want to express myself with all the experience that I had, the struggles that I have. I just want to give back to my country and defend my little Grenada with the talent that I have every day for the rest of my life. Yeah. I know we have to give the information for the for the HMF Foundation, please.
Okay, so in regards to the information on how you can get in touch with the foundation, so on social media, you can visit the HMF Foundation page. You can call or WhatsApp the number 425-1098. That's 1473-425-1098. Email address hmffund@gmail.com. And also our website, which is hmffoundation.org. So these are all the different platforms that you can reach us on. And if you want to pass any information over to, again, Mr. Killa Hollis Map, we can put you in contact. Okay.
And I just want to say thanks to my mother, my beautiful mother. Thank you so much, Mommy. My family who have supported me, my brothers, my sisters, you know, my nephews, my nieces. Thank you so much. My immediate team, I must say thanks to Ms. Nikeshi Delves. I want to say thanks to Reese Sam also for all the years that she has contributed to my Soca Monarch performances at the National Stadium. Thank you so much, Reese, Sam, you and the family. Thank you so much. But Ms. Nikeshi Delves, who has been my manager for the last, I would say 14 years or so, boss lady, we call her. I see her almost get into fights. She's the pit bull, she's the angel, she's everything on the road. You know, she has defended not just me, but any artist that is Grenadian. And they will tell you that, from the Tebra kid to everybody will tell you that. You know what I mean? She has been like a mother, an aunt, a sister, a friend to me on this journey. I want to say thanks to you and her husband and her kids and stuff like that for being an extended family. My mother, the champion, the boss of all boss, the warrior that taught me to be a warrior. I want to say thanks again to her. I want to say thanks to you for always being there, always showing your love, you know what I mean, to me and your culture. You defend your country. Trust me, your sword is big, and you know, keep it up. And I love this. I love it. I love it. Ms. Shanika Peters, thank you so much. She also runs the marketing team and stuff like that. And I know this year they definitely had some difficulties because of the hurricane. And then besides the hurricane, handling the foundation and everything else. And plus, you know, the struggles that we still had for the timing to settle on the stadium. You know what I mean? I still give kudos and a round of applause to Ms. Shanika Peters and Team Rebel 1 team for, you know, doing the great job that they do. And I want to say thanks to all my fans, not just the Mr. Killa fans, but the Baby Killa fans. You know what I mean? I want to say a pleasant good afternoon to the entire Grenada. It's still morning? Okay, so so I want to say a pleasant good morning again, and thanks to all the medias that is here, the media houses that are here. Thank you so much, Brother Nazim. Thank you so much all the time. You know, I mean, besides just being here today, you know, you have definitely defended me multiple times. You know, I mean, and your culture. You know what I mean? I want to say thanks to everybody that is here. Pineapple, continue doing the great job that you do. I don't know everybody's name, but thank you so much for being here. And I want to say thanks to Silver Sands also for having us here to do this beautiful press conference this morning. DJ Ice, the brothers and the team, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Love, light, and blessings. Thank you, Grenada.
Okay, guys, before we close, I just want to take this time to wish our sponsors and to let them know that we are grateful for all that they have been doing for us for this year's event. Just to mention, Private Island Entertainment, Rebel One Entertainment, Ace Management, Grill Masters, Flow Grenada, Independence Agency, MTV News, True Blueberry Resort, Class Court, Coca-Cola, Fit for Life, and of course, Silver Sands. And to all the media houses for being here today, I want to say thank you guys for taking time out to come. Also, just mentioning for persons on the live who are interested in getting your tickets for Killa Day, which is this Tuesday, August 6th at the National Stadium, you can visit the Rebel Nation building in Guave or Gittins Pharmacy. For St. George's, you can visit Grenada and Optical, Grand Dance and Tongue, Heather's Boutique, Chucky's Bar, Gittins Grand Dance and Gittin Grenville, Shy's Bar, Seven's Bar in St. Patrick's, and also you can visit St. David's Pharmacies to purchase your regular and of course your VIP ticket. So it is with great pleasure I say thank you guys so much for being here today, and for everyone on the live, thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you on August 6th at the National Stadium.